Hello, Sebastian. Hello, everyone. Thank you for the invitation for this conversation. My name is Alonso Ojeda. I have a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering from the University of America Foundation in Bogota, Colombia. Right now, I'm living in Houston area. I've been living here for several years. And since I started living here, I've been working in the chemical field, specifically in the field of development and research. I like biology, so I've been interested in biology and specifically in the subject of microbiota. So I had read several books to understand how microbiota influence our lives. Next question, please. Okay, thank you for your question. So before I answer your question, I would like to make a brief description of four different words that we might mention during this conversation. So the first word, microbiota. Microbiota is a group of microorganisms that lives inside and outside of our body. When people hear about microbiota, they think that is only in the intestines or digestive system, but that is not true. Microbiota is basically everywhere in our body. So it's inside the mouth, inside your nose, on your skin, on your scalp, on your digestive system, on your feet, basically everywhere. The other term, microbiome. Microbiome is the genes of the microbiota. Another term, probiotics. Probiotics are living beings like bacteria that are found in fermented food. And the last term, prebiotic, is the food for the microbiota. And this food is coming from sources like vegetables, fruits, and dry fruits like nuts. So to answer the question, yeah, microbiome is taking a good place, an important role in the crime investigation because microbiome is very unique for each person. So when a detective wants to investigate a crime, for example, so they can start looking around the all the objects that this bad person touch. So once this person touch, is all his microbiota is transferred to the object. So in the palm of his hand, the palm of his hand is full of his microbiota. So once he touches an object, this microbiota is transferred to the object, and then the scientists or the doctors can examine the genes of that microbiota, and then they can compare the genes of the bad person, and then they can easily find the criminal. So yeah, so microbiome is taking an important role in crime investigation because it is very accurate. And also, well, in chapter one, the book mentioned that Dr. David Carter, he did several studies watching corpses. So basically, he monitored how microbiota colonize dead bodies. So by monitoring the speed by the microbiota, microbiota covering these corpses, they can find out, or the doctor can find out when this person died. That's an important information to solve a crime. So, in general, or in conclusion, yeah, a microbiome is taking a very important role in crime investigation because it is very accurate. Next question, please. Well, yeah, there are many factors that make the microbiota different. Yeah, for sure. Well, the diet of the person. So if the person is eating like good quality foods, well, he will have a very diverse microbiota. But if this person is eating like a processed food, his microbiota will be very poor. That is one factor. Another factor would be the surroundings in terms of environment. So the air this person is breathing will basically make a difference in his microbiota. Also, the people around him will make a difference in his microbiota. So, in differences between microbiota in with individuals is basically based on the lifestyle for each person. Yeah. So, if one person likes to be in the city, and another person likes to be outdoors in the countryside, uh, the science scientists can see a difference in the microbiota. Next question, please. Yeah, scientists are interested in microbiome because the more they know about the microbiome, the more they know how to cure illnesses. So, like a poor microbiota, basically, it will generate illnesses in a person. So, they can distinguish or they can know which microbiota is not present in his system, so they can replenish uh, his microbiota with other types of microbiota in order to stable the person and make this person healthier. So yes, microbiota is important to know how to understand illnesses and how to cure illnesses. Next question, please. Nowadays, well, computer science is playing a main role in collecting data to have like a good picture of the diversity of microbiome. So, well, doctors or scientists, they basically they start analyzing the microbiota of different parts of the body because definitely each part of the body has different microbiota. So they start collecting data for one individual, and then for another individual living in the same area, and then for people living in different cities, in different countries, people with different cultures. So yeah, the computer system can collect all that data and make a good map of the microbiota present in all kind of people around the world. So yeah, the computer system is playing a good role to organize and collect all that data. So yeah, human beings they get the microbiome from the very first time they born. So when a baby born, so he's colonized by the microbiota from his mother, but especially from the mm, vaginal area. So when the baby birth in the normal way, so is healthier because all his body is populated with the microbiota of his mother. On the other hand, if there is some complications and the baby is born by C-section, so the baby will get some microbiota, but not as rich as if he was born naturally. And the fact that the baby is not uh, getting the right amount of microbiota when born by C-section, it would make some implications for the future. No, so this baby probably won't be healthy in the future. The second way human beings can get microbiota or microbiomes is when the babies are fed by the mother. So the milk from their mothers they contain millions and millions of microbes that basically nourish the microbiota in the digestive system of the baby. And while the baby is growing, when the baby is a kid, is a child, so the baby will get more microbiota when the baby is in contact with pets like cats or dogs, when the baby is in touch with their parents, with their relatives like cousins, like siblings. Uh, this child will get more microbiota when he's playing on the ground, on the ground, when he is like swimming in the swimming pool or in the ocean, um, and especially this child will get more microbiota by his diet. So yeah, it is important from the beginning that the child eats a very healthy food because that will guarantee that the child will have a very rich and healthy microbiota. And during his adult age, yeah, the person will keep gaining more microbiota when he's in contact with coworkers, when he's traveling, when he's going to different places with different cultures, with different kind of food. So this adult person can enrich his microbiota in this way. Yes, I think it's possible to design an ideal microbiome because nowadays doctors and scientists they know the way they know the way to study the microbiome of each person. So by analyzing the microbiome of each person, so they will know if they are lack of some specific microbiome, microbiotic. So they will basically replenish this microbiota with probiotics or prebiotics. Yes. Okay. The next question. Next question, please. Yeah, definitely. It's possible to modify the microbiome, especially by the diet. No. So unfortunately, nowadays, industrialized countries they don't offer good quality food. No, most of the food is like processed food. So this processed food basically doesn't have any good food for the microbiota. So in one way, basically to modify the microbiota is to encourage people to eat healthy food like vegetables, like fruits, like nuts. Also, there are like very healthy oils that can nourish the microbiota, like olive oil, like coconut oil. Um, yes, that's an important way to basically make the microbiota better. No? And also encouraging people to do exercise. Physical exercise is very important to maintain a good microbiota, as well as relaxation. Yeah, people try to need to try to avoid stress. Stress basically kills microbiota. So yeah, yes. Biochemistry facts about the microbiota is like they intervene in, in fabrication of like important substances for the health of the human being. So microbiota intervenes in the creation of vitamins. Also, microbiota makes fatty acids of short chain. They also support the immune system. They intervene in a good digestion, good absorption of nutrients from the food, and also they create neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters. This is a chemical substance that improves connection between neurons. So definitely, yes, the role of the microbiota is very important for the health of the human being. Well, it was my pleasure too. Thank you very much for the invitation again, and I hope this short conversation will help other people. Thank you very much, and have a good night. Thank you.